Hey everyone, Davi again, and this time I'm here with another one of my friends, the lacrosse ball. It is a much harder ball than a tennis ball, but it still has a little bit of give to it, and it's very bouncy. Even on sand, it will bounce. And this one in particular, I really enjoy because when I was with Mike Tan of Structural Energy Awakening, we made these balls together with the logo, the SEA logo imprinted on the ball. And yeah, it brings back fond memories of Mike and of his practice. If you ever find yourself in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and you want to learn bodywork or you want to receive a really epic treatment, go to seabodywork.com and send Mike an email. He knows how to release fascia. And I still use a lot of his techniques in my own practice, and I've also incorporated a lot of strategies and techniques from other teachers as well. So with this tool, this lacrosse ball, there's like an infinite number of ways that you can use it. But for me, because I'm dealing with an injury here in my shoulder and around my scapula, I'm going to focus on my right shoulder today just because that's what I need. And I will make more videos in the future to show how you can use these balls, in particular on your feet. Really, really, really important that you release your feet and create the possibility for full mobility, full movement of the toes, of all the metatarsals, and freedom in the ankle. Because if your ankle and your foot are messed up, the entire structure and posture of the body cannot possibly be healthy. It's like if the foundation of your house was on a 20-degree angle. I don't care what you do with the rest of the house, there's going to be problems over the long term. So, what do I do with this ball? Oh, hello, sun. We have some dappled sunlight, which I really enjoy. So I'm going to put this ball down. I'm going to roll onto my left side and just send the ball under. And now I keep my right arm straight while I rotate my hips to bring a little bit more body weight into the ball. Ow. And from here, I feel compression into a muscle that runs just along the medial edge of my shoulder blade. And I'm going now to do some small rotational movements that come from the humerus into the shoulder socket. The upper arm is turning, and my shoulder girdle itself is also moving just a little bit, ow. And I'm gonna shift a little bit so the ball moves up into the trapezius, and again, my arm needs to be reaching. My arm is reaching in opposition to the location of the ball. If I put my arm down, suddenly I don't really feel a lot happening. I need the contact point with the ball to be stretched into a convex contact, a rounded contact with the ball. If I want more body weight into the ball, I simply lift my bum by pressing my feet into the ground, and I let my arm again reach opposite the contact point with the ball. The ball itself does not move very much. Mostly the ball is just sitting on the ground and I'm moving my body on top of it. If I give my full body weight to the ball and I start to bring my arm down and around, I can transition and I can bring the ball here through my scalenes, through my sternocleidomastoid, and now here I lose contact with the ball because there's simply too much space my shoulder is creating here to be in contact with the ball. That's fine. if you find yourself in a position where you lose contact with the ball, just stop and reverse the action. And I'm just gonna play. I'll tuck my shirt in to create more possibility for movement without trapping my shirt beneath my body. And I'll show you how the ball can travel throughout my body without me really trying too hard. So I'm just following. I'm following. Oh, and now somehow the ball has made its way into my pecs. Oh, that's great. Oh, I didn't even realize that this is where it was going, but this is where it is now, and so I'm going to be with it. And what I observe is that I'm very, very close to a location that I know for me is sensitive due to a recent injury. And so I'm going to approach very, very slowly. And the best way for me to move the ball up towards my shoulder is for my legs down here and my arm here to move my body that way so that the ball effectively moves that way. And now, now I'm in the shoulder. And now I can change the position of my arm. Oh, external rotation creates space here in between my deltoid and my pec. And now I'm in a spot that feels really good, actually. And I'm just gonna rest. And as I'm resting and breathing really deeply, I feel that the ball is sinking deeper into its contact point. Small adjustment and rest again. And here I have this feeling like my legs are no longer in a supportable position, so I'm just gonna shift. And now I notice that actually that shift, I lost some of my contact with the ball. I have less body weight into the ball. I don't want that. So I'm going to experiment. There we go. Now I have a lot of body weight going into the ball. Enough that I'm going to pause and breathe. And just so you can see where it is, over time, the intensity fades. I almost fell asleep there because it started to feel really good. And so from here, what do? I'm just gonna press a bit more of my body weight into the ball. And again, I press my body weight into the ball, not by thinking right arm push into ball. I'm gonna adjust the rest of my body so that my center of mass shifts towards the ball. And now, oh, I'm really on top of it. And that hurts like a bitch. And I'm gonna rest here. Ow. 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 Again, my core is engaged to help me maintain this shape. If I relax my core, I will fall. So great. I'm also getting a workout. Ow, ow, ow. And I shift a little bit and I drop onto it again. Whew. So right now I'm having quite an experience of intensity. I actually feel like a little bit high, and I like it. Ow. 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 And I'll rest here again. I have also compression into my forearm. I wasn't planning on it, I wasn't trying to do it, but it's happening now. And so I'm gonna be with it and breathe. And so let's imagine that I stayed here for 5-10 more minutes and that I feel finished. Again, the way to exit from this position is to take the arm that is most free, touch it to the ground, and as I press, my left leg extends, and it helps me to just rise up onto my butt. Oh wow, all this area here feels so alive right now. Like more blood pumping into it, the tissue softer, and my range of motion improved. Actually, I couldn't do this without feeling a pinch in my shoulder. Now I can do this. I don't feel a pinch in my shoulder. Wow. All from this little tiny lacrosse ball that weighs like a couple of grams and can travel in any backpack, anywhere, anytime. So, those of you that are at home, practicing social distance, practicing a partial quarantine perhaps, you can buy one of these on Amazon for less than $5 and have it delivered to your house in less than 2 days, and you can start to practice. And while it is really nice to have other tools that are larger, like the roller, or some sort of mid-size like the smaller roller, you don't really need more than this to have a really deep, meaningful experience of myofascial release in your body. If this is a little too intense for you, use a tennis ball. Tennis ball is a nice way to start. It will warm and prepare you for deeper work with a harder ball. And if this is not hard enough for you, use a baseball. So, choose your own adventure. Thanks for tuning in.